Hi, I'm Andrew Looney of Looney Labs, and I'm a professional game designer. My wife and I founded Looney Labs because we wanted to publish my interesting new card game I'd come up with called Flux. And now it's 11, almost 12 years later, and Flux is our bread and butter. It pays a lot of games, and pays all the bills. Not all of them. It's allowed us to publish all these other games, and because they help pay some of the bills too, because Flux is not our only hit. And look, we just won the Origins Award for our new version, Zombie Flux, Best Traditional Card Game of 2007. There's Eco Flux, Family Flux, several others. We got some new ones in the works too. Monty Python Flux coming this fall, an officially licensed product, our first version of such a thing, and we've got yet others too. Martian Flux coming in 2009. And we also make other stuff. There's pyramids. These are one of my favorite things. The gaming pyramids called the Treehouse game system. Also an Origins Award winner, won last year. And we make the time travel card game, Chrononauts. Also an Origins Award winner. So Looney Labs is doing very well. Best traditional card game of the year for for Chrononauts. And Ice House, last year it was best traditional board game. Board game or expansion, I guess they called it. The Treehouse set, but it also won in the incarnation of the Zendo box set, and before that, just the Ice House Martian chess set edition we first published in the year 1999. It's been republished and redone in a number of different ways over the years. We originally started with these game pieces, the Ice House Pyramids. We first created these, the original version of them, which was solid plastic, which we made in our basement. Well, not really, but in a friend's apartment. But the Ice House system was started first really in a series of short stories I wrote, in which I described this weird fictional game people played with these weird triangular game pieces, pyramidal game pieces. And people liked the idea of the game pieces so much they inspired us to invent a real-life version of the game I described in a short story in 1986. And that game and the pyramids then led to this whole series of other games, because at this point you can play over 200 games with these pyramids. They're kind of like the Martian equivalent of a deck of playing cards. I design almost every game we published, yeah. Not quite everything, but just about all of them are out of my brain. All the different versions of Flux, Chrononauts. There's also Nanofictionary, Aquarius, Cosmic Coasters, Martian Coasters. We got a new one I'm eventually going to publish called Just Desserts. Lots of other stuff. Quite a few games. I also did a video game once. It was called Icebreaker for the 3DO gaming system. So. Yeah, it didn't do too well. If only the 3DO had taken off, but the PlayStation kind of crushed it. Oh, well, the one thing I always think is perseverance, because you gotta be prepared to keep trying and keep inventing new things when the first ideas you had don't seem to go anywhere. Because your first ideas are never going to be all that great. You gotta work at building your craft at game inventing, just like any other artistic medium. Like writing short stories or poems or films or music or any of those. It's another artistic endeavor, like painting, that, the more you do it, you build up your skill, the better you get. Well, there's a company called Toy Vault. They make a bunch of other existing Monty Python plush sort of tie-ins and other games. And basically they already have the license to work with the Monty Python people to do entertainment products. So they've been approaching us because they like Flux, and they thought what a good fit it would be with the wacky world of Flux and the crazy world of Monty Python. Did seem to fit real well together. So they were saying, come on, let's do a tie-in product. And so they're the ones who worked out the whole deal for the licensing agreement so that we would be allowed to do it. And so everybody's getting a little percentage, and the Pythons get a big royalty. And looks like all systems are go. We'll see. It does actually have to be signed off by the actual Python guys. Hopefully that won't cause any undue delays, but I think they'll like it. We've been playtesting it here all weekend, and everybody's getting a big kick out of it. They really like how it works, and they feel like the mix of stuff I've put in there seems to be a good representation of the Monty Python world. So I seem to have got another hit on my hands, I hope.